I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. It's the I'm Leaving Here With Something podcast. It's your boy Chuck, and I'm here with
Big Shy, and we are here. Episode what?
6.
6 episodes in. I'm Leaving Here With Something podcast. This is
Man.
awesome. It's awesome.
Yo,
And guess what?
it's wrong.
New Year's is around the corner.
That's right.
And we're going to ask you about your New Year's resolutions at the end of the show. Hopefully you comment on that. But before you do that, like, comment, and subscribe and share, right?
Please.
Please, we
It
appreciate
does
it.
something to the algorithm, as they say.
Exactly. And we wanted to do what it do for us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's start it out on a kind of somber note. My man Greg Gumbel, R.I.P. yesterday, man. Big Greg Gumbel. Man, that's a shocker. Not like necessarily a shocker in the sports world, but it's a sad thing.
Man, 50 years. Greg Gumbel, great reporter, great storyteller.
Yep.
He did something for the Black community.
The voice.
You know
what I mean? Like March Madness is not going to be the same.
Exactly.
Like at least for us, you know what I'm saying? Like he's big on a lot of things, but that when March Madness coming, I hear his voice. I just get excited.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's that time to do the
Even
brackets.
when he do selections, so he was like he does it in a way where he makes it like a movie. He'll be like, and those Huskies gonna go down and play in Arizona to play the such and such. You know, like the way he just brings it in, man. I don't know how they're gonna feel it, but rest in peace is Greg Gumbel, his family.
My
Our
condolences.
condolences and stuff. The sports world is mourning a great. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to put him here on the podcast and mention that.
Quick question though about Greg, Shaw.
What's that?
I always wanted to know this, right?
Oh my God, here we go.
Yo, who is Greg Gumbel's hairdresser?
Oh my God.
How did his hair stay black? Like it was nice, shiny, and black. Like no gray. Yo, comment. If
It was
every
a
time
piece.
you say, every time you saw Greg Gumbel, right? His hair was perfectly black.
Was it his brother too? His brother's always it's always nice. It's the Gumbel family.
But no gray.
I think it was a piece. Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying? When they take the roof off, like, you know what I mean?
Whoever his hairdresser is, whoever was doing Greg Gumbel hair, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out.
Shout out. Well, I hope he's doing it, at the funeral because it's, my man's getting laid down. But R.I.P.
R.I.P.
to a great one, Greg Gumbel, man. So now we're going to move into another topic. Okay. And this topic was what we used last week, and it was the Christmas Day game.
NBA versus NFL.
Yes, the NFL, NBA, and the great Beyonce.
Yo.
So how did you feel on Christmas watching either of the games?
Well, let me say this. I started off with the Knicks game. The Knicks game came on at 12, Knicks versus San Antonio.
Yes, let's get into that.
That's like a tradition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knicks always play on Christmas.
First game, too.
Exactly. 12 o'clock game. I always stick to traditions. I cut the Knicks game on.
Yeah.
Baltimore and them or Kansas City played first, I think.
I think Kansas City played. I think it was that.
Yeah, Kansas City played first.
Yeah, it was because they had to bring the Beyonce.
Right,
Beyonce
then the Beyonce was the last. So, and when that came on, it was just like I didn't feel like I was ready for NFL on a Christmas day. Like
there you go.
I wasn't used to that. So I stuck with traditions and watched NBA.
And with that segue, the NBA was great on Christmas.
Yes.
Like I don't know if they I felt like the NBA was like, oh, the NFL is here. We're gonna give them a show. You know what I mean?
Right,
we're gonna put, and I think everybody was determined to play their best, which is like when you wake up, like you said, tradition. So let's stick to that. Like when you wake up and everybody's up by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then you cut the TV on, the Knicks is on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the Knicks did their thing. Like shout out to all the Knicks fans.
Yeah.
Because if you're excited, you got to be excited as a Knicks fan anyway.
Right.
But if you watch the game, they put on the show. They played against Wemby.
Great game.
It was just a great game.
40 pieces was dropped.
Yeah, Wemby had 42.
42.
Bridges had 41.
It came down to the wire.
Yes, it was a great game. So it left you like, I want more ball. You know what I mean?
Who's playing that?
Yeah, and then every game didn't disappoint, which was to me, even the big game, which was Golden State and the Lakers.
And the Lakers, that was even
that was like, the two stars put on the show.
That was a great game.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
Braun and the
Curry.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just it was just to the point where we're not even talking about the football games. The football games were non-existent. It wasn't even a good product.
Curry was cooking.
He was
Curry was cooking.
And Braun did it all, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he got to do to win. So the Christmas, NBA versus. Now I know the NFL did numbers as far as the streaming, but that was a Beyonce effect to me.
Exactly.
And let's talk about that Beyonce, because I would say that she put on a goddamn show. It
was good. The from beginning, the choreography.
That's really what it is. That's really what it is.
It was a show.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
So if you paid tickets and you was in the stadium, you definitely got your money's worth. You got an NFL game and you got a mini Beyonce concert.
Yeah, and it was like more like the country concert. Like
exactly,
she was in the country bag, so it wasn't even like the full concert. It wasn't even like I'm gonna pull some of these songs.
Exactly,
it was like I'm gonna stick to Texas,
and that's what she did.
And she just by that, she did it. I never seen anything where she gonna half step whenever she do something. No, she's not saying, I'm just gonna go out there because I got paid.
When you spend that type of money, you expect a great show,
and she did that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Beyonce, and she brought her daughter out, which I thought was like. That was like a little, on there.
That was beautiful. Mother-daughter combo.
You know what I'm saying?
You haven't seen her in a while.
You know what I mean? She's tall and beautiful, just like Beyonce. So it was like, it was great. You know what I'm saying? To see her dancing and out there, I was like, wow, this is like a show. You know what I'm saying? So if you stayed just to watch that for Netflix, then I think you won.
You won.
But if it was the NFL versus the NBA, the NBA won.
NBA won
because the product was just so it was just great. So.
And again, like I told you, I hate flipping back from a streaming service to the TV.
And we didn't even do it.
Streaming service to the TV. No, we didn't do it.
You just do it for the Beyonce. You didn't even do it. Games wasn't even nothing for me to even stick around.
I kept it on the NBA all day.
So the NBA, in our opinion, won the day. But you know what? Comment. Let us know how you felt about watching Beyonce or the games.
Yes.
Let us know in the comments, because that's something that we're gonna, continuously talk about. You know what I'm saying? And then we come back next year and see what they're gonna do. My thing, I think, is that the NBA gonna try to do what the NFL just did.
Put a performance in it somewhere?
No, what they're gonna do is on Thanksgiving they're gonna play games. When the NFL when the NFL usually play games on Thanksgiving, I think you're gonna get about
shots fired.
Because I think that and then they're gonna bring like Taylor Swift or somebody.
Oh my God.
They're gonna get something.
Yeah, they're gonna. But I could see that.
You're right. It's gonna be on Amazon, not Netflix.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, it's
another
a war.
Service?
There's going to be a war out there.
Oh man!
But I like what Braun said. Braun was like, "Christmas is our day." You know what I'm saying?
So, NFL cool, NBA is our day.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to everybody. And we'll be talking more about the Knicks because we're New York based. So as the season goes along, we definitely gonna talk about those Knicks because they're contender.
Yeah, exactly.
They are contender.
They're in the East.
You know what I'm saying? And the East is gonna be great.
Great. I mean,
Cleveland and Boston,
Milwaukee, Orlando is there.
Yeah, some young talent. And Atlanta, who they who's their nemesis. So imagine the Knicks playing Atlanta in the first round. Oh my God.
Trae Young.
Oh, can we solve it? Just don't let them roll the dice. Let them roll the dice.
I'm getting cold already.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to a second half of that. So that was great.
Yeah.
I want to mention that somebody in the comments was talking about, and I think you responded.
Yeah.
About betting tips and should they bet their favorite team. Just you tell a little bit about that.
So
shout out to the person who commented.
Yeah. So I know for me, now I can't speak for Big Cuz here, but for me, I tend to stay away from my favorites.
I do.
And it's almost like, okay, if I take a chance on them, and it's a double loss. If they lose, I'm hurt, and I lost money. I'm hurt. I'm even hurt. I may take the TV off the wall. So that's just how I feel about my favorite teams, which Giants, Yankees, Duke Blue Devils, just to name a few.
Yeah, exactly.
So I try to stay away from them unless it comes down to something like when they're in a tournament or something, or like a playoff or something. Then I may jump in there and dibble dabble with them, because I did it with the Giants. The last two Super Bowls the Giants won.
Yeah,
I did.
But that's a big event,
right. That's a big event,
and I agree with that. See,
I stuck my toe in the water.
Yeah, see, and that's how I like what you said. That's how I kind of look at it with It has to be like an event where I think about like I'm just gonna bet on the team, but it's hard to separate your emotions from betting. It's just like, it would be something that I don't want to do. I don't want to have to face it like, our team's been good, and it's
then
like,
get trolled.
yeah, then I gotta bet them, and then they like it make you dislike your team if they lost.
Right.
You already mad at them, but then you be like, so I don't want any bitter feelings with my team, especially if I put money on them. So I'm like you. I tend to stay away from and you should too. Don't bet on your favorite team, your team, because it's hard to separate your heart from your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Double
and your money.
loss.
So just kind of like it's a lot of other games you can bet on.
Exactly.
Don't bet on your team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like. But speaking of that, that is why gambling is created too, because there's a lot of fans out there and they're emotionally bet.
Yes.
It's just like if you go to the females and you say, if you put that something's on sale, they're gonna be like, well, I had to get it because it was a sale. You know what I'm saying? Because
that
there's
emotional
emotion.
buy.
It's like, yo, I see it.
Yes.
And you telling me it's only 19 here?
Sephora is only $10.
Yeah, it's this. So you're gonna run out, with your emotions, and you're gonna buy. Same way with gambling. It's like, what? They told my team is gonna lose by 7. You crazy? My team ain't lose by 7. Got it. I'm putting 50 on it. So you like they disrespecting your team. That's how you feel.
And that has happened.
What?
That has happened.
It's like, they disrespecting my team. They tell me we're gonna lose to the second set. Yo, where my money at?
Yo,
Start going in your
that
pocket.
has happened, man.
Come on. So I would say stay away from your team. So, stay away from the emotional betting. Just think about it, be pragmatic, you know what I'm saying?
So much other
and
stuff
be
to bet.
Responsible.
Right.
Because that's the one thing about betting.
So much other stuff out there to bet.
Yeah.
So much.
But guess what? Since we're talking about money, it's time for the giveaway.
Let's go. Let's go for the giveaway.
So we talked about the $50, right? We said the $50, and if all you had to do was comment, and a lot of you did that, and we appreciate that. There was a lot of comments out there.
Good comments,
very good comments. So it wasn't just Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
Right.
People comment, and we want to keep that going, even when we don't give you money. We don't have to bribe you to comment, but we appreciate it, and we want to do more giveaways.
Yes.
In the future, probably, like I said, we'll do one once a month. So if you stick around, we'll probably do it.
We're gonna give stuff away.
So it'll be something, if it's not money, but we, generally you guys appreciate the money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let me turn.
Without further ado.
You know what I mean? Sweet. Just want to show you this Merry Christmas, because that's what it was for.
Bucket.
You know what I'm saying? A little bucket. So I got everybody in here who commented, putting it down right here, so I could just put it back in here. You know what I mean? Shake it up a little bit.
Shake it up, just to shake it up.
Shake it up, and I'm gonna have my partner just grab one.
Shake it up, shake it up.
You know what I mean? Swabble up. No, I mean, let me stop. All right, there you go. Shake it up.
Yeah. All right.
Go through it.
I'm not gonna look. I'm
doing a good one, so you just don't know. You know what I mean?
Not gonna look.
All right, doggy.
Are you
turn
ready?
it to Merry Christmas.
Are you ready?
Go in there.
I'm gonna look at you guys while I stick my hand.
That's right. Come on.
In here.
The winner is here.
I'm gonna
Wait, it's not Mega Millions. Somebody won.
Somebody already won the Mega Millions. California.
But maybe you get your money back if you play.
Exactly. And I have a right here.
Let me see.
Who is it?
This? It is Fallon.
Fallon! Congratulations, Fallon. $50
is coming your way.
Coming your way.
I will contact you. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And next month, everybody else try to be a winner like Fallon.
There it is.
We appreciate you.
There it is. Fallon took $50, y'all.
There you go. It was beautiful. We love doing this. I felt good just doing it.
Yeah, that felt good.
I felt good.
So, we donated.
We definitely donated.
Yeah, we donated.
You know what I'm saying? Strong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now we have come to that time where we're going to give you a pick. Now, I want to recap last week. We gave a pick out.
Yo.
You know what I mean? I sent y'all down. And it was funny. The Iowa pick, right? That I gave Iowa and they won. But I had said something and I didn't even, it was a good pick, but I was like, they're going to go down to Iowa. But guess what? They had played on a neutral floor. Like I had laid on.
Yes.
But it was, looking at the teams one by one, that's all I do anyway.
And if you was paying attention to that game, right, when he gave it to you, if you took the pick, Iowa actually turned to a dog. So if you was really watching that game and watching your bet, which I did, because I did it in the beginning and I watched it and I caught it as a dog, which made it even better.
Yeah, because they was losing at one point.
Yes.
You know? Like they was down 10. At one point, I was looking at it and I was like, wait a minute. Is this the same Iowa team? I just did hordes?
I said, don't worry, because the plus it wasn't far. It was like plus 115 or something like that.
Yeah, but shout out to the Iowa Hawkeyes second half. They got themselves together and they won the game for me, and I appreciate that. And it's funny, I put $50 on that game, so Fallon could get the $50. So it worked.
There it is.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. And my partner here, he gave his pick,
which was Arizona,
and I said, "What?" When he
exactly.
Gave it. What?
If you saw that game, that game went into overtime. They lost that game in overtime.
They did.
And you know what I told Cuz? I said, listen, maybe they were overlooking
they probably
the Panthers, thinking that, oh, we just going to play them regular like a scrimmage and think about the next game. So you weren't prepared for the Panthers to really show up on you like that.
Wow.
And made them play hard, made them go into overtime just to lose. It was unreal. That was a bad loss.
A bad beat.
Bad beat, yes.
And everybody is prone to that. Like it happens.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter who it is. It happens to any one of us. So we can't, you know what I'm saying? You just never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like how the bet's going to come out.
But that type of loss, don't let it discourage you. Trust me.
We're right back at it.
Right back at it. Yes.
That's the thing about betting. And it's funny because we only, even though we're going to have, like what we're going to do is going to have picks for you almost every day soon.
Right.
We're going to get our socials up. And when we get our socials up, if you follow us, we'll be giving you picks. You know what I'm saying? Daily. You know, more than the weekend picks, but you know, we do it every week. We like doing it every week. It feels like it's an event when we do it. So that's why we do it only on the weekends.
And don't get it twisted. We're everyday bettors. So
right. We do it every day.
When we put this out, this is us coming together on this day to give you this.
Right, exactly.
But throughout the week, trust me, we're chopping it up. We're chopping it up.
You know what's so funny too? Because we go back to that Knicks game.
Yeah.
And Mikal Bridges, I had bet him. He had a prop.
Props. Yeah.
And his prop was 16 and a half.
Ooh.
And I said to myself, the way, as much as he shoot,
he did 3 times that.
Like as much as he shoot, like my betting was, how many shots does he average? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's probably, I think he may take the most shots on the team. Like
even more than Brunson?
Even more than Brunson at this point. So if it's the amount of shots, I was like, well, damn, if he take 18 shots, he can get 16 points. That was Well, he did that.
Yes. 3 times that.
So I'm interested to see, like, you know, and that's some of the things you look at going forward. You know, like those are the things in my mind how I bet. But we'll talk about that later on. But now that we're at the end of the year.
Yes.
And we say Happy New Year to all you guys. You know what I mean? If you guys have any New Year's resolutions, please put them in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And we'll rock. But let's go to the picks. Let's go to our picks this year. So, this year. Our last pick of the year.
Last pick of the year.
Last
but
pick
wait,
of the year.
We got a shout out.
Oh, I was going to do that.
We forgot.
No, we didn't, because they forgot us. Oh, did you? You ain't forget.
Wait. We're sponsored by who?
Nobody.
But we love Duncan.
Yes, we love. So how we ain't forget?
We ain't forget.
Don't forget about us. All right. So no, I don't want to hear that we forgot.
Yeah,
we can't keep putting them up front if they putting us in the.
Oh my God!
Know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
All right, Duncan. Listen,
we out here working every day.
First of next year, holler at us. All right, we still here.
That was my rant.
We still here.
That was my rant. But come on,
we still here.
You know what I'm saying?
Calm down, champ.
Shameless.
Calm down, champ.
Squabble up.
He's ready to squabble.
Squabble. So, all right. Well, with that being said, let's get to your pick. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I want you guys to think about tomorrow, Sunday.
Yeah.
My pick is Sunday.
Yeah, good.
And it's the 8:00 game at night. It's Atlanta versus Washington Commanders.
Ooh, yeah.
They're giving 3.5.
Primetime game, too.
Primetime, yes.
So you'll be watching it, yeah.
Exactly. So take Washington with that 3.5 to cover.
Okay.
I feel like Washington is definitely still in the hunt. They're at home.
Yeah. They played a good game against the Eagles last
time. Exactly. The weather should favor them.
Southside.
Exactly.
Nasty.
Southside, nasty.
Get out that dome, Atlanta.
It might rain.
Come out that dome.
Exactly. And you have Michael Penix Jr. going up against a real contender team. Last week against the Giants wasn't playing for nothing. That was the best time to
Giants
throw
ain't
him
trying
out
to
there.
win.
Exactly.
They're trying to get a draft pick.
Exactly. That was the best time to put him out there. But now you're putting him up against a real fully loaded squad.
We'll have something to play for.
Exactly. And the Commanders do have something to play for. So I'm going to take the Commanders 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to be responsible with it. You guys do what you want to do with it. And that's my pick.
It sounds like he's going to leave here with something because I like that pick. Yes. I do like that one.
Yes.
So I'll be watching that game. My pick is for tonight.
Oh, boy.
And
we get some action tonight.
It's college football, which, the college football playoffs is kicking off on New Year's. It's going to be.
Yes.
So I was going to, I might give it 2, but I'm looking at, because I'm like, you know what?
Give it to him.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it to him. So I'm going to give you a New Year's Day pick.
Yes.
And New Year's Day pick is college football. And you know who's playing on that day that I like?
Who?
The Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, God.
Georgia Bulldogs is playing Notre Dame. Okay?
Wait, Sebo's team?
Sebo team. Shout out to Sebo. Shout out to Kev.
Sebo.
Shout out to Derek. Shout out to a lot of my peoples.
Yes.
Okay? But the Georgia Bulldogs are going to play.
You know he's not going to like that, right?
I know he might not like it. But again, he don't want to bet his own team. So the Georgia Bulldogs, okay? Because they are like 1.5 point favorites.
I don't have nothing to do with this, Chris.
Bo, you know this.
Yeah.
Bet the 1.5 point favorites. Oh, look, our Oiko came in.
Yes.
See, that was a sign. That was like, come on in, Jesus. Jesus is coming down.
That was Chris.
that was Chris trying to interrupt shit. Listen.
I feel you, B. I feel you.
But listen, I'm going with the Georgia Bulldogs. It's 1.5. They're playing Notre Dame. And I'm going with the coach, I'm going with the pedigree. I'm going with the defense. Now, I know they're playing a rookie quarterback, but he played well. He came in, he came in and stepped in for They got all types of confidence. I heard the defense talking about him. I heard his coaches talking about him. So they got nothing but confidence.
Yeah.
Take the Georgia Bulldogs to beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the college football playoff.
I agree with that.
Take that. And we all leave here with something.
I like that pick. I love that pick.
All right. So it's Georgia and it's Washington. Okay. Right. Washington tomorrow. And then on New Year's, since this is a New Year's show, because I was going to give you a pick tonight.
Yeah.
I'll throw a pick tonight.
Matter of fact, you know what?
What, the pick tonight? All right. So you know what? The pick tonight? Tonight's pick that I like. Take them Colorado Buffs.
Against BYU?
Against BYU.
Oh, wow.
Travis Hunter's playing. Shedeur Sanders is playing. Deion is coaching. They trying to go out on top.
Yes.
I expect them to go out there in their last college football game and give it all.
Yeah, because they go into the league. So this is
so
it.
They just want to put out a show.
Yes.
I think they love Colorado. They love Deion. And they're going to play for him tonight. So for tonight's pick, I'm taking Colorado. I think it's -3 against BYU.
Oh, field goal.
Yeah. And then on New Year's Day, take them Georgia Bulldogs. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
And we'll be good. So shout out again to Fallon for winning. Shout out to everybody who commented. Please comment it again, because next month, at the end of the month, we'll do another giveaway.
Exactly.
So, somebody's going to win something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be a winner. But shout out to the winner, and we'll keep it going, and eventually you will win. Because it's a giveaway. We like doing it. You know what I'm saying?
We love it.
So it was a good time. You let us know, like I said, about your New Year's resolution. This is the I'm Leaving Here with Something podcast. I'm Sha.
Big Chuck here.
And we are out it.
Squabble out. Squabble out.
Nigga just walking down the block like this.
that crip walk.
Niggas just walking down the street.
Out of the vibe. Don't hang it with the fries. Fries.
Oh, he put it down.